like making something that is, you know, I think people get in trouble sometimes, rightfully so, for saying bad shit. But I mean, I can't really think of where people really get in trouble for like making something that pushes the lines. I mean, maybe I'm like forgetting things, but I kind of feel like a lot of times people just want their ass to be kissed. And I think when you make something that pushes the boundaries, everyone's not going to kiss your ass. People will get upset about it, and you have to be cool with that being part of what goes with pushing the boundaries, is that those boundaries are going to sometimes...
Mobile phone camera ahead.
Goes with pushing the boundaries, is that those boundaries are going to sometimes push back on you, and that's just part of the deal.
Yeah, I almost relate to when you're saying that. It makes me feel like if you tweet something, you're just saying something, you're looking for controversy. It's like,
yeah.
But if you go out and make put out a conversation of something,
yeah,
then the response from people is different.
It is.
Like tweet, people just argue, there's all type of shit. But you go and actually put a conversation out, then it is more of like discussion, and people at least respect that you had the conversation.
I think so. I think that's what it is. I mean, obviously you can be judged on whether it's good or not, but that's a different thing than whether if you're just putting something out there that's problematic and people get mad about it. I mean, it feels like that's honestly what you're asking for, right? When people put something out there that's controversial, it's made to have people start fighting, right? Isn't that part of how the whole thing works?
I think so. Yeah, Shane just did SNL. Did you get to see any of it?
I did. I saw a couple beers. That's pretty funny shit. I need a couple beers in my personal life. I think that will fix a lot of things.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I fucking used to overdose over there in Charleston, especially on Halloween. Dude, one year I made out with 3...
Fog reported ahead.
Charleston, especially on Halloween. Dude, one year I made out with 3 ladybugs, dude.
Oh, just the creatures, the ladybugs, the actual insects? Or
people dressed as them.
Oh, perfect. And then you wet the bed and went sailing after that? Perfect. That's a perfect night out in Charleston.
That's the Charleston Decathlon right there, dude. Oh, yeah. Everything in Charleston seemed haunted. Shane just did SNL. You ever hosted SNL?
I've never hosted SNL.
Did you get asked to do? Did you not want to, or was it a thing? Or
you know
is there any real gravity there, or am I just slurping around? Because
no.
I'll fucking shine this dick on myself if you need me to.
You can. You shine there. You know what? I love SNL. I grew up watching it, and one of the first movies I ever did was Hot Rod, which is produced by Lorne Michaels. And when we were shooting Hot Rod, I met Bill Hader and Andy Samberg and Akiva and Yorma and all those guys, and they were just coming off their first year of SNL, and so it was cool. I liked those guys, and Lauren had actually kind of prodded me to see if I was interested in joining the cast, but it was the same exact week that we sold Eastbound and Down. So I was like, as much as I'm flattered, this is what I'm going to go off and do. And then none of them ever talked to me ever again.
Oh, yeah. Well, after seeing Kenny Powers, how do you think Kenny Powers would pitch against some of today's hit?
I think he would have to juice it up, dude. He would. He would have to. Don't you think? I feel like there should just be a special league for just all the dudes who juice it up, right?
Bringing up those Olympics, there's a new dope Olympics they're starting up.
I love it. That's a great idea.
The Trump sun is starting up, which is kind of fucking perfect.
Is it really? It's an enhanced games, what they call it?
Enhanced game.
Oh, dude.
Which is that's also what I call my erection a lot of times.
This is something else.
Yeah, because I'm one of those pills, but a group led by Donald Trump Jr. is infusing funding and some political muscle into the enhanced games.
And so what's the thought process here? This was sort of anybody who wants to dope it up will stay out of the regular leagues, and they'll gravitate towards this. Is that what it is?
Come over here. Yeah, it says he's offering $1 million for the first sprinter to break the 100-meter world record. Can you imagine some guy just the rest of his body's falling off?
No, they cross the finish line, their hearts explode. That's what happens if you win. Yep. Wow. How do you train for these events? I can't wait to see. It's just going to be superhumans leaping over houses.
Well, I'll tell you how you train in our town. You would meet up with the guy behind the Winn-Dixie and get some Test 200. First of all, you would hide it from your wife and have to pull her on the side of the interstate and shoot. And you and your buddy, who have been like talking about who commonly refer to against gay folks, have to pull over and shoot into each other's rear ends.
Yeah, and then all your hair falls out and zits start forming on your back, and your wife is like, "What is going on? What happened to you?"
But you're ready for the three-legged race with your buddy.
You're ready to do it. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
That's what matters.
I'll tune in. I'm in.
You have your last season of Gemstones?
Last season of Gemstones. I live in Charleston, like we talked about, but so I've been out in LA this week, just running around, running my mouth. This is my last day of running my mouth. It's wonderful. best for last.
Well, it's nice of you to say that. Lie to me, but I will say that I waited in line one time to get a photo with you, like probably maybe 10 years ago somewhere.
Really? Where?
I think it was at Comic-Con.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's pretty cool.
I know people, when this show first started, I think everyone thought you were on the show. They always thought you were Tony Caballero.
Oh, yeah. Tony's a buddy of mine.
Yeah, you guys had that similar vibe, I think. I actually, honestly, when the first season came out, I remember I met with a reporter and they asked me what it was like to work with Theo Von.
Did they?
Yeah, and I was like, that's not Theo Von.
Oh, I've had people come up to me and think I'm in the gym zones 20 times. I'll play along with it. This dude's so awesome, and Tony's one of the greats.
I
And
love
he's such
Tony.
a sweet guy.
He really is. He's
Somebody
incredible.
put her face right there. I didn't even notice that. Look at that. No wonder some people think this shit.
Oh, look at you, dude. Look at you.
That's Trevor Wallace. That's hilarious. These days, you don't even know.
This is the magic of AI. Look at that. Gotta buy it.
I know. Wow, and it's very similar chests.
And very similar.
Yeah. How do you?
I'm just noticing how much more ripped Tony is now. Like, he was always strong, but goddamn, that dude got really strong over the last few years.
Yeah, he just has such a
Him and Devon, oftentimes when we're shooting down Charleston, those guys have the same schedule. So every day that they're not working, they're just getting strong, spotting each other. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I remember they had a gay fella in our town. He was a drug dealer. So everybody wanted drugs. So also that's how you also kind of like met gay guys, you know, or at the first time. So it was
They had
really
the cool treats.
right. It was like, dude, yeah, these guys are fucking. But I think it did a lot for our town because some people who may not have like kind of like, you know, branched out more, you know, or just like had more questions. Suddenly you were sitting there high as hell.
Yeah.
And then more gay people started kind of like.
Drugs are the great equalizer, right?
Oh, yeah.
It crosses every boundary known.
Oh, God, yes. Were there real life pastors that you used that you sent your gemstone pastors like John Goodman and Baby Billy? Do you send them? Like, did you have them reflect on guys, or you go watch and you get some front row tickets to some Osteen, or what were you doing?
You know what? A lot of it was just like watching videos and stuff, and then actually kind of went around and I interviewed a few different pastors just before I told them what I was making a show about, and just, you know, for my own ideas, my own insight, and people were responsive. They talked to me. You know, my aunt, she actually sadly passed away just a few weeks ago, but she was a minister, so I talked to her a lot about the church. And
really, what kind of church did she minister at?
I feel like she was it was in Atlanta, and it wasn't a mega church, but it was one of sort of these you know, churches that can pop up in shopping centers and not look like your typical church. And she kind of moved into counseling after that as well. But you know, I grew up in a household that was pretty religious. My mom was she did like puppet ministry when I was a child. She would like do the children's sermons and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And do they hide behind someone to do that? Is you out front?
It's like a little. We had this like PVC pipe frame with felt over it.
Yeah.
And they'd hide behind there, and my mom had like boxes of these puppets, and she would drum up these little scripts, and you know.
And mostly Bible characters?
No, well, sometimes there would be, but sometimes they would just be these characters, and they would have to learn Bible lessons, you know.
God, that's crazy, right? So it was like characters like suddenly Paul Revere's in one of the scenes.
Yes, exactly. But it was,
that's
you know, so
cool.
I grew up with all that stuff. So yeah, that's the kind of shit we do right there. That was it.
Oh, this is great, Tom.
Yep.
And oh my God, yeah. And the guy on the right, obviously.
Yeah, he's learning stuff. He's learning about he's singing a song about sinkhole baby, you know, and about how Jesus raised him up out of the sinkhole and made him into a little raisin.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, I'm trying to think if we had any puppets, like, what did we have? We had a guy who was missing one finger. Puppeting's a lot of shoulder work. People don't think about that.
Got to have a lot of upper body strength.
Yeah. That's the French bulldog of
Stay like that.
the drama region. Yeah, you're really building those shoulders. Is your mom pretty proud of you? What's you guys' relationship like?
We're good. We're strong. She moved. They lived in Virginia, and then when we moved down to Charleston, she moved there. My wife's from Los Angeles. You know, I met her out here. I was here for like 20 years. So when I convinced her to move to Charleston with us, you know, figured it was something.
Estimated time in traffic, 9 minutes.
to Charleston with us. You know, figured it was only right. Me, her, and the kids come down. Her mom, who's Angelino, she moved down there too. So now for the first time in my life, I have I live in the same town as my parents, and yeah, it's kind of wild.
Wow. That's so cool, dude. You like got to capture the whole dream. I think that's everybody's dream. I'm gonna go, I'll show them, I'll move, I'll have the girl, I'll have the family, you know?
It's been nice, man. I always feel grateful for what we get to do, and but the fact that like this show, all the shows we've done, I've made it with all my buddies that I've met in college, you know, guys I met when I was 18 years old. We're, you know, smoking weed together in the dorm rooms, talking about movies and all this shit, and now, you know, 25 years later, we're all still doing the same stuff. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder, I would like to get to meet a wife sometime soon. Where did you meet your wife? At a certain location?
I met her, she was like a friend of my neighbor when I lived in this shitty apartment over in West Hollywood, and so it's just kind of one of those things where you don't have any money to go to any of these expensive bars or clubs when you're in your early 20s out here. And,
yeah, unless you're the fucking Rizzler,
yeah, except for the Rizzler, you're going to Craig's, dude. Drinking 2 Pepsis after 9. Living that high life.
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, his grades are down, but the money's up. It's fucking life.
I know. I've had that, like, you know, I went to college in North Carolina, moved here in '99, and man, this is a tough city to come into.
Thinking lately,
it's hard living. I feel like when you get out here and you're waiting tables.
These hangovers sure kick my ass.
You can't go do anything. Every girl that's your age is dating someone who's 15 years older. And
dating Aerosmith or something. It's tough. And yeah, and they take a girl like on a world tour, and then you're like, I'm supposed to take her where for a walk? And
yeah.
How am I going to compete?
But
dude, I remember
still
on my
raise
birthday,
hell
I got out here, I've been here for like
all
a year.
night with the boys when I want to.
I was saving. When I finally went and looked at the price, I was probably saving $60.
Kick that hammer down to see how fast she'll go.
Out towards Reseda, get it back home on my birthday.
But these days I hang my hat on.
Of our apartment, and
but these days I hang my hat on what I won't do.
I remember sitting against the wall, crying.
I've been finding peace of mind, so am I
parking spots were too small. You'd you couldn't get out. You get a ticket, and it would
everything about LA was fucking
impossible.
Yeah, and it felt too like when the city could be against you. You know, like parking tickets, stuff like that. I mean, it just felt like when your day was bad, that's always when you would come out and there'd be a boot on your car, and it would just get worse.
I can still raise hell all night.
When you're kind of living on the edge
but
like
I
that,
can still raise hell all night with the boys when I want to.
On the ground bleeding, you know. Yeah, it was tough.
Did you ever do stand-up too?
I never did stand-up. No, I mean, I didn't really. You know, honestly, I didn't even really have any ambitions to be an actor. It's like, you know, I went to film school to write and to make. I always kind of imagined I would just be behind the camera.
But these days I hang my hat on what I won't do.
Yeah, I didn't have any ambitions of trying to be an actor at all. David Green, who was another classmate of mine, he made this movie called All the Real Girls.
Bring it up.
It's a beautiful film about first love in Appalachia.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, but he had an actor who backed out of the show at the last minute, and it was an independent movie, and he just asked me to come down and play the role because he didn't have time to cast somebody else, and it was the very first time I ever acted in anything. And after Jody saw it, he wanted to make a movie, and he was like, "Well, you're the only person we know who's been in something," so it's funny that we thought that was a leg up. Just that dude right there, we thought would somehow get something made.
It's so crazy though when you go from an idea, like even with this, like it was all emails, and then we show up one day on set, and there was a real movie going on. Dude, I had to sit down for a while. I was like, oh my god, I thought everybody was just fucking around, like.
Yeah.
And then it was a real movie, and there's like people, and people know what they're doing, and people do know what they're doing. People are yelling, and people are. But it was like, oh my god, this is really it. And then you realize it's so hard to make something really too, because so many little things happen. Like we got pushed by the fire for a week, and I was like, suddenly that changes everything. And you don't know people. And then we had to shoot one day, the day of Steve, where it's like the winds were 40 miles an hour. We can't afford to reshoot, so it's like fucking pretend that the winds aren't 40 miles an hour.
We had the same thing on Gemstones here. I mean, that's what a lot of this stuff becomes. Is it becomes surrounding yourself with just strategists, like people on your team that just know how to solve problems, because that's what 100% what all making anything is you got your idea what it's going to be, and then every day it's dealing with something that's coming your way to make it less than what you want it to be.
Yeah.
You got to figure out how to navigate it. Yeah, when we shot the season of Gemstones, right near the end, there's this like pretty specific location to this season, and I fought really hard to be able to get in this place and shoot there, but we only had limited time. And the night before we had to shoot like the last scene of the entire series, Hurricane Elena comes through that part of Carolina and just like decimated everything. And this location that we're at, it's like 100-mile-per-hour winds, no power, and it's like there's no alternative. We have to shoot this thing. You have to just do it. So it's like well, once these hurricane force winds die down, maybe we'll try to get some extension cords and finish this thing off. And that's exactly what we did. It was crazy.
Damn, yeah. I think it's just no matter what level things are at, if you're doing something in your backyard and you and your brother plan to shoot something, and then halfway through his attitude changes and he goes in the house.
Yeah.
It's like it's always, and that ruins whatever your little plan was. It's always something, right?
Yeah.
There's always something that's going to show up. How do you know when a show is done like this?
I wasn't sure with this. I've been really lucky with HBO that they've always been real supportive of the stuff I want to do, and they're awesome partners to have in this. And man, I think it kind of just came as we started writing this season. To me, it just felt like it. I felt like when I was starting to write it, like everything I was kind of gravitating towards was like about closure and sort of wrapping up these characters, like longer stories. And so I kind of kept myself open while we were shooting, like in case I got any other ideas of like maybe I'd come back and do another one. But as we kind of shot more and more, it felt like it was the end. It felt like it. And I don't know. TV is one of those things too where it's a strange art form, because if it's good, the reward is you just get to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. But sometimes that doesn't necessarily make for the best story, just to have, all right, this is like the 10th time these characters have almost died.
Like Lost or whatever, that show.
Yeah, where things can overstay their welcome. And, people are getting hit with so many things these days. Like there's so many things vying for your attention. It's a lot to ask an audience to like stick with a show for 10 years or something. You know what I mean? And just think that your tastes in 10 years will be the same as it was when the first season came out. So for me, I didn't want to stay in it longer than we needed to. I never wanted to make it something where it didn't matter. I always kind of wanted to make sure it was relevant and something we were all having fun doing, and never kind of evolve into something that just feels like a job.
Yeah. Was there something special that you like to do for your crew and stuff like that? Like you talk so much about like the guys that work for you, work with you. I'm sure you use a lot of the same crew and stuff too, because you develop relationships. You know how people are going to work. You know what people will be there for you on those. When it's 1 a.m. and you're like, what the fuck are we going to do right now? What's something you like to do for them? I've heard that you do nice things for them.
Yeah, we just like to party. To me, I feel like it's one of those deals. We like to rock and roll. But I do feel like, especially living down there, when you're asking people to come work on the show, you're asking them to like leave their lives, leave the comfort of their homes, sometimes leave their spouse or their partner, and come down there for 6 months to come work with you. I've been on stuff where I've been on location, and it's sort of like, yeah, good luck, buddy. You're just gonna end up, you don't know anybody, you're sitting in a hotel room, it's the worst. And so I always just try to...
At a Westin.
Yeah, exactly. I just try to avoid that. Obviously everyone's different. People want their own... Sometimes people want to be left alone in the Westin, but I try to just make everybody feel like they're at home when they come there. Like, try to make them have a good time. And ultimately, it's like, for me, it's the whole idea that we get to make this shit is so much fun. Like, I don't even watch these things after we're done. I don't even go back and watch any of this stuff again. My experience with it is like the act of making it. That feels like the climax to
fast,
me. I oversee like every cut of this show and in post. But yeah, once this stuff like is done, I'm kind of done with it. It kind of feels, even the old movies from Pineapple to Tropic, it's like I'll see them at the premiere, and then I oftentimes will never even see them again. I'll see clips of things online and be like, oh, that's crazy, I remember that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I have a lot of fun making this stuff. I like collaborating with people, like you were saying, those problems that come up, solving that stuff, that feeling of accomplishment when you do sort of dodge a bullet, like that's the excitement of the fun for me.
Yeah, I noticed I don't like the acting part. I notice I like the giving somebody an idea and be like, not telling the other actors and stuff, and be like, try this.
Yeah, and then seeing what that creates. Yeah, that's the beauty of it all.
Yeah, we had this one moment, like Spade is like taking this dog for a ride because the company, he works for this company called Last Lap. They give dogs rides like that are about to be euthanized, whatever. He gives them a couple more spins around town, in his car.
That's nice. That's a nice thing to do.
Yeah, sweet guy. So he pulls up, and then it's like Kirk Fox. You know who he is?
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Fox pulls up next to him in a truck, and Kirk's just been like looting in the area. I guess they're at a stoplight. He's like, "What do you guys get anything good?" He's like, "Yeah, we just got a hot lead on John Bonet's wedding dress." Right?
And that came from your dome? That was out of your pocket?
Snuck over just like a fucking Navy SEAL. I just put this little I just shine that guy right in his soul. And then I went off and hid in the distance. And that's what I noticed. That's the only thing I always loved. I always liked, even when we were a kid, like we would go like
Siri,
like not getting
play Shazam playlist on Apple Music.
Sorry, Shazam hasn't added support for that with Siri.
Siri, on Apple Music, I've got a playlist called Shazam. Could you play that?
What playlist do you want to play?
Shazam.
Listening.
Shazam. No. Siri, shuffle Pratyush discography on Apple Music.
Pratash discography now shuffling on Apple Music.
Crazy to think that a man can't hurt. Love takes its toll every time it don't work. Yeah. Door closes and another opens, but it's hard to let go when your heart's broken. I give you my trust, can you give me your word? Come take my heart off glass and give me your love. I hope you'll still be there to pick the pieces up. 'Cause baby, I'm fragile, fragile, fragile. 'Cause baby, I'm
This is who I'm meant to be. This is me.